Welcome, Virgo, to your mid-September reading. This is a general reading, so obviously not everything will resonate with you. Be sure to check out your moon, your rising, and where Venus was placed when you were born. As I was shuffling, I pre-shuffle. That way we can just get right to the reading. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse just flipped, literally flew out of the deck. So we're going to start off with her. She wants to be heard. Queen of Pentacles, when she's in reverse, this is someone who's self-centered, a little bit jealous, egotistical, materialistic. Queen of Pentacles, when she's right side up, she can be a single mom, but she's a good provider. Things thrive around her. She knows what she's doing. She has a plan in place. But right now, in reverse, that plan may be taken over, let's say, a little bit. The plan may have ulterior motives. Obviously, when you have a plan, you have motives, but it may be that there's someone who is actually jealous of you because what you're starting off with mid-month here, Virgo, kind of goes into what we did in your last reading for the beginning of the month. It's still showing you a little bit off balance. Emotionally, work, you're trying to plod along and get through, but you've got confusion, contention. While all this stuff is going on, let's go with Ram first. Your animal spirit who's taking over for the second half of the month for you. The Ram is sure-footed. Ram gets to where he's going. He perseveres. He just keeps going. I mean, think about this energy. This Ram is sharing its medicine with you, its qualities, its strengths. So see how he's sure-footed, right? That goat, that Ram, can climb up the steepest of cliffs and mountains, even in the ice and the snow. He just keeps going forward. Just imagine the ice and snow pelting his face, and he's going forward to where he's got to go. Look at this Ram as something who will ground you, connect you to the earth, and keep you level-headed while you're still going through some of this confusion and being out of sorts with yourself, or where there may be an aspect of your life, excuse me, that you're not happy with. Two of Pentacles, he's balancing, he's juggling, he's even dancing, troubled waters behind him. But when it's like this could also have issues to do with money, being off balance financially, something at work, even in love, where you literally have to walk on eggshells with someone that you're with. This, obviously, if it doesn't resonate with you, Virgo, again, there's a link to a free natal chart in the description box below, and find out your moon, your rising, and where Venus was, so that you can get a more rounded view of what's going on for you. They will be up. This is your first reading. This is the first reading I'm doing for mid-September, and happy birthday to you for those of you who are finishing up Virgo this month. So in love, again, you could be, like I said, walking on eggshells, or you could be feeling inadequate, and there could be some contention. You could be, because you've got the Ram helping you, and you've also got resilience. So see how this one, she's carrying a heavy load on her back, almost like the Ten of Wands, right? She's just bent over carrying this heavy load. Whatever this load is, Virgo, whether it's love, whether it's bills, or just a little bit of everything you're trying to juggle, and she is relying on the Ram, and see how the Ram is above her. It's almost like he's helping with his energy to balance and keep her sure-footed and steady, because this is a top-heavy load, Virgo. Whatever you're carrying could be just emotions, just heavy emotions from your childhood or the past. Whatever it may be, you're holding on to, and not that you're deliberately doing. Obviously, if we're grieving or we've got childhood things, it takes sometimes a lifetime to deal with. But this could go over, like one wrong move, and this whole thing's going to topple over, just like with this guy here going, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When I see the water that's upside down, I see a change. I see a washing away. There could even be literally leaks like under the sink. It could be something to do with that. But you're working on this still mid-month, and this confusion, contention, too many chefs in the kitchen, right? Not enough cooks. And then again, with this energy, Queen of Pentacles energy, I don't feel like this is you, Virgo. I feel like this is someone else. And it could be male. It could be a male that is a co-worker or a love, but it's that catty energy. Could be someone who's jealous of your successes. Your successes may not be medals and awards and certificates. They may be that people love you. They may be that people appreciate you and they say nice things about you. And that can make another person envious, make them feel that they're not good enough, so then they start to take it out on you. Or you may just feel that negative pull, Virgo. So while you're dealing with all of this, luckily, you've got the Queen of Swords. Sorry, not Queen of Swords, Justice card. Wow. You've got the Justice card here. She does look like the Queen of Swords, though, doesn't she? Right? But no, it's the Justice card. She's got her little scales. And her sword is standing upright, which means she's impartial, right? And it's a double-edged sword, two sides. And she's sitting straight and erect. And the balance is completely balanced. So it's not... This is a reminder, while you're in all this emotional stuff going on, whatever it may be, you've got to persevere, and through the perseverance, you'll learn resilience. You just keep going through the snows and the ice. Think of that ram. But it's like whatever you've been wronged in before, you'll have your justice. Either someone apologize to you, or you will get good news in the mail, or a judgment, something positive for you, whatever it might be, something at work, again, or just could be just an apology. But also, Virgo, for those of you who may not always be on the up and up, for those of you who may be materialistic or feeling envious or may have somehow wronged someone in the past, this is a reminder for some of you to change your ways. Like, heads up, look what you're doing, because it does come back to get you. It does, justice does come back one way or the other. So, that saying, what goes around comes around. I feel like in this row, you're off balance. And when our lives are off balance, whatever it might be, let's say there are a lot of bills you're taking care of. And again, this also sometimes has to do with being impetuous with money, or mishandling of money or funds. But whatever this imbalance is, when we're in it so long and we can't change it, and that's why you're reminded to just keep going through, just look ahead and keep going, because when we're in it and we can't see a way out, or it's not happening fast enough for us, Virgo, then we tend to judge ourselves harshly. And this is the Judgment card. You see, it's Gabriel basically calling up the good guys out of the grave first. But this in reverse is, a lot of times it's how we judge ourselves too harshly. And we should have done this, or we should have done that. And that goes along with this Justice card. But you know what? This Justice card reminds us not to judge ourselves harshly. If we haven't wronged anybody, obviously change our ways. But it's like, love yourself. And the King of Pentacles is coming in. It's like, hey, he's the opposite of her, right? In reverse. He's the opposite. And so while you're going through this, I see, like, you've got the feeling off and not quite, it's just a tough emotional time, I feel like, for you, Virgo, whatever it may be. But then judging yourself too harshly. But then you'll see a way out here with your Eight of Swords in reverse. So, Eight of Swords, right, here's the thing. She's not completely surrounded by the swords. She put these here by herself, whatever her deeds were, her actions, whatever her choices were, right? And she's got this like little wrapping around her, but it's around her shoulders. It's not around her hands. Her hands are not bound. And she can take the blindfold off and she can see a way out of this. And if she's walking in between these two pillars, there's only one way out. All she's got to do is take her blindfold off and see the way out and walk out. And because it's in reverse, you will be able to do that. So you've got you've got the Justice, right? Or an apology or something good in your favor. King of Pentacles, he's the one that gets the job done. He works hard. He just stays the path. He's a good provider, right? So this is you just basically starting to take care of yourself and then seeing your way out. This is great news, Virgo. This is great. And either way, starting off this way in mid-month, it's still working out. And the same thing here. You've got this contention and off balance and everything, but then you've got good coming in, which I love. And then here, same thing. judging yourself harshly, or, or sometimes it's just not even great news. But then you've got the King of Pentacles saying, no, wait a minute, we're flipping this. No, you're taking control. I see what I need to do. And then I feel, Virgo, like for some of you, if this is a relationship, this is a twin flame card, right? You've got it's almost like the Two of Cups. It's like marriage almost, but it was also a good union. So if this is work and it's a promotion or a transfer, this is a good thing, whatever it is, or a good business partnership. But I feel like also it's you, Virgo. Some of you are finally going to be able to like come out of this hurt that you're in, whatever your situation is, and you're realizing, okay, I might not be able to change anything now. Ram's telling me, just keep going, persevere, and be resilient. Just keep going, plow through it. And then it's like I see two sides of you merging, the side that you love about yourself, and then the side that judges too harshly. So the good and the bad, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. I see you coming together, Virgo, like coming to terms with what you need to do and loving yourself and saying, you know what? All right, I'm worth it. I'm good. I've got this. Whatever situation I'm in, it's not the end of the world, and I can do this. I can make this change. And you will. Again, you've got the two here, right? You've got the two meeting, or the two people, whatever, coming together and working in unison, twin flame even, for some of you. And then over here you've got the two sides of the swords here that you've blocked yourself in with, but you're coming through the path. So you're together, and now you're going through. You're whole, complete, and you're going through, and you're going forward. You're going straight through, right? Straight through. So you're just forging ahead, taking care of your daily tasks, whatever it might be. So like we get up, we go to the bathroom, we brush our teeth, we eat, we shower, we do things, we have our little routines. Whether it's work, you get up and do your job, go do what you have to do, and all this other stuff, it's like being in that holding pattern. Like, you'll get through it, just keep going, and you're going to do it. And then the same thing here. You've got the two pillars here, right? You've got the moon card. Moon is a lot of psychic stuff, but it's also like going forward through the darkness. These two, so you've got the domestic dog and the wild wolf. So merging the two sides, just like here, right? I love that. And the two sides here, you've got the two pillars and two coming together and just going straight through the path, going through the pillars, going forward towards the light, going towards the moon, right? And so you're going to do it, Virgo. Whatever it is, just hang in there. You're going to do it, because then look, everything comes together. You've got it together. You've got the Queen of Cups now. You've got that Queen of Cups energy. It's like, you figured things out. You're loving yourself. You're taking care of yourself. This could even be a water sign coming in to be a guide for you, or just give you some gentle love, or some positive reinforcement. So this could be a physical person, or it could just finally be you, like being in control of your emotions, which is beautiful. And for this card, almost like the card that's hovering over you, not necessarily this one, but like your final outcome for the rest of the month, or the energy that's hovering over you, it's the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is the girl sitting on the rock, with her back to the water. She's got the blindfold on and she's holding the swords, right? Well, in this one, she's also sitting in the dark. Let me see if I can get that a little closer without the light. Okay, no. Okay, so she's looking down into the darkness, where all she's got to do is look up at the moon and see the light and see the answer. So Two of Swords is about having two paths to take, making a decision and choosing a path. And here you've chosen the path. It's going forward. Same thing here, going forward through the two pillars, through the two sets of swords. You're going forward. So whatever path you choose, it's like you're not ready to make the decision, or the path, and all you have to do is look up. It's almost like you know what you have to do, and all you have to do is do it. Look up and go forward. You may not be ready to, and that's okay. For the rest of the month, just persevere. Just keep going forward. That's the best you can do. And again, be mindful of this person's energy, being materialistic or envious. Same thing here. Keep your money choice. whatever this confusion, this feel of emotions, it's going to be all right. And it's wands, and like I said, too many chefs in the kitchen, but too many chiefs, not enough Indians. I think I said that last time. But it'll all come to pass because justice is coming. So you will either get good news or you'll get the apology. This will somehow, because you've got the justice, will work itself out. And then look, you've got justice, then you've got the twin flame, or the two of cups here, and then you've got the queen of cups. So your emotions are going to be, you're going to be balancing out whatever it might be, Virgo, for those of you who are going through this. I think it's a great reading, actually, because you've got a positive outcome. And if you'd like to check the beginning of the month, I'll put the link down below for you, Virgo, so you can have the two readings together. But you can see how it's progressing for you. So just hang in there. You've got the energy of the ram. Think about him. He's sure-footed. I mean, he doesn't even have fingers to grab onto these rocks, right? And he's up way up high, climbing, jumping over mountains and cliffs and everything on the ice, in the snow. Just these animals are like so tough, and they go through the ice and the snow and the cold air and the winds up there, and he's just there to help you, anchor you, ground you, stay grounded. And if you need help and you realize you need to balance your emotions a little bit, or just like feel better about yourself, just surround yourself. Imagine you're on stage, and the stage lights that come up from above. Just imagine yourself in a brown light. Brown is grounding. Brown is of the earth. Brown. It's healing, and it's, how can you beat it? It's of the earth, so it's grounded. It'll help you help you keep those emotions in check a little bit, or at least be a little bit more balanced, and get this guy balanced. But the resilience, remember, it's top heavy and it's all over the place. One false step, but you don't have to worry about it, because as long as you rely on Ram, you're good to go. Okay, Virgo, I will see you soon. Stay spiritual, as my mom always said, and enjoy the rest of the month. I'll see you for October.